Hello, this is Baron von Richthofen, and I'm going to take a look at a replay of a Dominion game that was sent in by Dead Myth. He actually put together the logo for me, so if you like that Baroncast logo, definitely check him out. I'll put up a link to his blog. He does a lot of really cool League of Legends action figures and toys and whatnot. So check him out. It's samdejesus. You know what? I'll put it up because I don't remember the link right now. But looking at the teams, we see that they have Blitzcrank, Lee Sin, Skarner, Swain, and Shaco versus Jax, Renekton, Nocturne, Poppy, and Teemo. So, definitely some pretty strong teams here. A couple of the standouts. Blitzcrank is exceedingly strong on Dominion. He does have that great movement speed. Really, a lot of these champions are kind of who's who of Dominion. I'm a little surprised to see Swain. I think that Swain potentially could fulfill a bot lane role as like a defensive lane, because if you want to try and tower dive Swain, then generally speaking, Swain's going to be tanky enough to kind of control that lane. But that's kind of strange because you usually see Shaco head down to that role, so maybe Shaco will head down top and Swain will go bot and try and just hold the bot lane. Teemo, exceedingly strong champion, great map control with the shrooms. Really strong in these small team fight situations, has good damage output, lots of movement speed to allow for that kiting ability, as well as the blind. And then Nocturne, Poppy, Renekton, and Jax, really all of them are strong, just kind of carry champions. As they get more and more items, they're going to be very difficult to deal with. I guess the last would be Skarner and Lee Sin, and Lee Sin does have a lot of that single target disruption and good damage. Whereas Skarner is, he's fairly tanky and he's got good damage over time as he just keeps on spamming his abilities. He's got the spammable slow. You see Swain and Shaco are both going bot. You don't really need both of them bot, so we'll see if that hurts them, especially with their top control. But that's kind of the difficulty here, is that they're both kind of champions that I would expect to go bot. And you see Blitzcrank also stopping to grab the first point. I would have kind of expected Blitzcrank to move up right up to the capture point because of his speed. He is actually going to be ignoring his teammates and going over towards the enemy capture point here. There is no one to defend, so hopefully he'll be able to get there. Lee Sin doing a good job of staying away from Jax, and Jax jumps in on Lee Sin, but Lee Sin's able to get the kill. They are chasing down Skarner. The exhaust goes on to Poppy, and Skarner is actually going to make it out of there, so an effective job there. I was kind of just caught up in the moment, but Blitzcrank will be able to actually take this whole point, which is just fantastic. Not only is he neutralizing it for his team, but while they were all kind of busy fighting top, he did take that point, so they do have an early advantage. Even though the enemy team got top lane, they will be able to probably get this this side pretty easily. Blitzcrank is going to try and defend it, and he will do a good job for some time. Shaco and Swain pushing in, and all these creeps, they're just going to capture this point. Like, there's nothing that Nocturne can do against this massive creep wave. He's coming in, and Shaco throws off the exhaust, flashes into him, going to try and go for the kill. Not really going to do much damage. He gets a little bit with this 2-shiv. He's actually ghosting after him. He's not really going to do anything there. Swain will need to watch out. I don't know what Poppy's actually doing, because it seemed that Poppy could have gotten the kill, but he was kind of just sitting around. So they are able to pick up that kill, and Blitzcrank doing a good job of defending this tower for as long as he could, but they do finally take it and take him down. But definitely a strong early lead here for blue team, or I guess green team. I'm not sure how much longer Swain can hold this. Swain has not hit 6 yet, but actually picking up the kill on the Nocturne, and Poppy's chasing him around, but Swain is throwing off his slow, finally gets the ultimate from the Nocturne kill, so he's getting some heals off of that. Poppy just taking a ton of damage from the tower, and Swain needs to be careful because he's going to get hit into a wall. Ew. He does go down to Jax, actually. I think Poppy could have gotten that kill with the pound against the wall, but just playing defensively there. And Renekton did take down Skarner up here, but Lee Sin was able to pick up the kill and then get out. He is a little bit low. Teemo will have kind of controlled this area for a little bit. But, they're really holding their own in these fights, and Lee Sin actually jumping in with his Q. But they're holding their own in these fights, and the enemy is really too low to make an aggressive push. So, very quickly, they have a 4-cap stance. So they're going to be getting some points quickly. The snare from the Jack in the Boxes, and the turret does take down Jax very quickly. Poppy throws him into the wall, but Poppy's taking down a lot of damage, and Shaco's just chasing Poppy down, throws off that exhaust, is going to pick up the kill here. Gotta watch out because Poppy does go down. She actually picked the wrong target, and the Shaco ult did kill her. Swain, unfortunately, could not get that snare off, And Nocturne ulting into Shaco, but Shaco blinking out just at the right moment. They do need to watch out. This point has been neutralized. It's not for the enemy team yet. Blitzcrank is going to chase him down, and Swain with that ultimate will be able to pick up that kill onto Nocturne. In the meantime, we do see that they were successful top, and will take that tower. Swain, unfortunately, is probably going to die here. I don't know how Swain can get out, but Teemo actually turns around, stops chasing. And usually I would say that's a good decision. You know, you want to take the turrets. You don't want to kind of be chasing the enemy all around the map when you could be getting those capture points. But Swain had 1 tick left, and Teemo's definitely fast enough. She could have just walked up, picked up that tick. Skarner definitely in a poor position here. He's surrounded on all sides by the enemy. Poppy throwing him into the wall. Renekton's coming up. Jax is coming up from behind him. But Skarner trying to do some damage onto Poppy. He probably won't be able to do anything as long as Poppy's smart, and Skarner does go down there. They still do have the lead, and they are racking up some points very quickly. They will lose the lead. Hopefully they can regroup. Lee Sin's actually coming in very aggressively. He might want to watch out. They will take this. He doesn't want to really go in on all of them because they will be able to take him down. And Swain and Shaco should be able to combat. Teemo will actually do a very good job of holding this lane, though, especially if Jax is going to be here. So that'll be very tough for them to control. And, you know, this could be a major point shift. Lee Sin jumping in onto Nocturne. Nocturne throws the fear off, but Lee Sin throwing the exhaust, trying to keep in position. He's actually going to be very aggressive in going for it. He flashes in with the blinding strike, and probably not going to get this kill. He does have to watch out, though. He uses the ghost, picks up the health pot to try and get away from Renekton, and the fear from Nocturne will go off once again. Nocturne's very close to going down, but he does pick up the kill onto Lee Sin. Blitzcrank will come up now, will be very aggressive with that ultimate. He pulls Renekton, which is not what he wants. Poppy's coming in from the side, so he will need to watch out. He will make it out away from Poppy. Renekton is close to getting the stun off, but will not. So he will get out of there, but they will have a pretty strong hold on this top. They do have some really strong, you know, champions as far as small team fights are going, whereas Green Team is much more a defensive team. If they hold the points, they can hold them for a very long time, but taking the points back isn't really their strong suit. Skarner is going to try and neutralize this, but Nocturne's coming in, and Skarner's going to take a lot of damage from the fear and from that tower, going to be pecking away at him. He can't really go after Nocturne here, so he's kind of standing around, hoping he can get something done, but it's not really going to happen. Shaco actually did pick up the kill onto Teemo bot, but I believe Shaco was killed by Jax, or maybe Teemo. And Lee Sin throwing Poppy back through the Renekton, cannot get into Poppy. The pool goes back onto Renekton. If Blitzcrank has his ultimate, he doesn't have his ultimate, so Blitzcrank actually does go down. And Poppy's actually going to take down Lee Sin as well. That very strong passive from Poppy, just able to negate their damage, as well as the kiting capabilities with the stun from Renekton. And Skarner finally getting that kill onto Nocturne. He's been trying at it for a while. Jax versus Swain. It should be an interesting matchup. Jax does have the benefit of all these creeps, but Swain is getting his ultimate off, getting a lot of damage. If Jax gets a stun, then he'll be the victor here. Swain's out of mana, but Jax has no health, so he's got to be careful. But if he gets in range, he could probably just kill Swain right away with a jump. And Swain actually jumping in, had the auto attack. One auto attack would have killed Jax, but he didn't go for it. He threw down the slow, and then just walked away. Skarner should be okay at defending this tower. He does have that spam ability as well as survivability. So they will be okay. Even with Nocturne and Teemo here, it'll be unlikely that he'll go down. So we have Lee Sin coming down very aggressively. And he gets the Q off on the Nocturne. He's throwing off his damage. Nocturne does throw the shield and the fear, and Teemo is going to be dealing a ton of damage to this Lee Sin. He is going down very quickly. Health is not updating. Jax is fighting Lee Sin. Lee Sin is slowing him down, so Lee Sin must know something that we don't, since he's just running straight into the enemy. Swain going after the kill, and Skarner actually picks up a kill top, and now they are right down here. I was going to say, I didn't see Skarner. They will run back off, and I don't know if they're going to be able to accomplish much more here. This is going to be a pretty hard tower to take. Really, at this point, I think Swain has enough mana to deter a push. He really should just hold bot by himself. Nocturne gets the Q, jumping into Lee Sin jumping into Nocturne very aggressively. Unfortunately, Lee Sin will die. Jax throws the jump onto him. Nocturne did ult. Nocturne will get out, but throwing down a ton of damage with that AoE is Swain. If they get in range, he is going to die, and Jax has actually jumped on him. It seems that Jax has a Gunblade. No, he does not. He has a Rage Blade. Blitzcrank will be able to take that. No one will be able to defend it from him. And they're trying for a kill top. Shaco actually goes down to Teemo, and Skarner is not able to pick up the kill onto Renekton. So Renekton will go back, but you know, Teemo will be able to hold this fairly well by himself. So once again, you know, it's kind of a stalemate for Green. They really don't have that great capturing capability that you like to see. Blitzcrank kind of throwing some damage off. He doesn't want to let them get any points, but he will go down to Poppy. And Lee Sin jumps into Renekton, able to pick up that kill. He's not really going to be dealing a lot of damage to Teemo right now because of the blind, but the blind rears off, and he had slowed Teemo with that exhaust, and he does get a little bit of burst damage. If he gets a Q, he could probably pick up a kill, but he wants to be careful now that Poppy's there. And once again, we see they're sending to bot, and Swain should be okay here. They can't really kill him, but I don't know they're going to be able to capture this. They're getting a lot of damage off onto Jax. Swain and Skarner are able to pick up the kill, but Skarner goes down to the tower. Swain will be able to pick up this kill onto Nocturne. He actually walks away. He will go to capture this, though. Try and pick up Nocturne. When he comes in, the fear goes off on the Swain. These creeps will hopefully kill it for him, but Teemo is going to pick up the kill on the Swain, and Nocturne is going to get out of there, so you know, not really accomplishing a lot. And I'm not sure that Swain is going to be the best for capturing these towers, whereas if he was on the defense, you know, he could defend against them all day. So really, I would think it would be more prudent for them to send 4 top and try and get this. The Q from Lee Sin is able to hit Poppy, but Poppy slams him into the wall, throwing off that damage. Renekton, I don't even know what Renekton's doing. The exhaust goes off onto Lee Sin. Poppy does have some good health with the passive, but the Q does pick up the kill. Lee Sin doesn't have his ultimate, so he's going to have a tough time getting out here. He picks up the health rune on his way. He will want to get the slow off onto their ultimate actually just popped up while he was being chased, so he was able to get away from not Renekton, but Renekton throws off the stun, is able to pick up the kill. Shaco throws off his slow and blinks away, trying to bait Renekton into this massive Jack-in-the-Box stand up here. That will be really devastating if anyone actually walks through there, but I'm not sure what the odds are. It would be probably a little bit easier if you were to pull it, but Renekton walking into the Jack-in-the-Box, and Shaco, you see, he does have a needlessly large rod along with the Void Staff, so he's dealing a ton of damage. Take this moment to take a look at some of these items. We see that Lee Sin does have some damage and does have the, I forget what it's called, Hex Drinker. It will have that passive. When he gets too low, it will give him that little magic shield, which will be good against some of these champions, Poppy and Jax in particular. And they are in a poor position here. Swain throws off the snare a little bit too early. They are going to try and get the kill onto Jax, and they do pick it up with the pop-up, and with that ultimate from Blitzcrank. Swain is going to go down, though. If he could last a little bit longer, that AoE would have really helped them out. But Shaco chasing down Teemo, and Blitzcrank is able to get the pull. They will likely get this Teemo on the next Shiv. One more Shiv will be able to pick him up, but they are going to back off, and Nocturne actually able to pick up the kill onto Lee Sin, or onto Shaco. He does ult on top of that Shaco clone, so he takes a ton of damage from that Shaco clone. Shaco blinks into the Teemo, able to pick up the kill. If Nocturne walks in this Jack-in-the-Box, then a Shiv from Shaco will be able to pick up the kill, but he does have that shield, and it did regen, so he is able to, with just a Q and an attack, pick up the kill onto Shaco. But looking at the items, we see Swain actually going a very good build. The Catalyst with the fast levels will give him those Catalyst procs very quickly with that Rod of Ages, as well as the Hex Tech will allow him to lifesteal more, and he does have plenty of mana with the Tear of the Goddess and the Rod of Ages, so he should be able to defend all day. Jax jumping in on him, but he's going to take all this tower damage, and he's really not going to be very effective against Swain. Swain throws off the snare, is going to throw off the slow now. He is just really not dying. Jax really just made a poor decision here, but unfortunately the creeps were able to take that tower, so Jax didn't die to that tower. Teemo is able to get some damage. Jax jumping in on that box just to take it down.
Your team has captured the
and finally, it seems that Green is going to be able to get this capture point back, and it has been, you know, Red's game for quite some time now, but with this capture, hopefully they can defend it. Unfortunately, there's 2 up here, and I'm not sure how much damage they're going to be able to do to this Poppy. Poppy actually going down very quickly, but as Poppy gets lower and lower health, does get more survivability, but they are able to pick up the Poppy, and that was the tough thing. They will pick up this Nocturne very easily now. So they will get this point and bring the game back over to their side. Looking at the items, we see Poppy going a strong AP build. With Poppy's ultimate, you do have bonus damage dealt to whoever you're targeting. So the Deathfire's Grasps actually will instantly do 50% of their health